Cowboys on Thursday night primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Tonight we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Carolina Panthers. Brandon Gaudin with my good friend Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at the Panthers in this matchup. They've got to be... Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss. But no gain, his guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week. So he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
Holding offense.
And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That was our first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. Fielded at about the 28. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
And he's playing at a very high level here in this early part of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in passing yards. Now, that's not always an indicator of success, but in his case, it is.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Willis looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a Carolina 1st down on a gain of 16. Willis will look to throw on 1st down. He's got the connection to Moore. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. The numbers a week ago for Chenault. 14 carries, 93 yards.
Short week. You know, he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
On 1st down, Willis towards the end zone for Brown. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, obviously they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the...
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Malik Willis scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Panthers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded right around the 8. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one.
Oh, what a juke into space. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. 76 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Christian McCaffrey, a guy that can beat you in so many ways. He's a threat to go the dip. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level. Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Holding offense.
Guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Let's go now.
Looking to throw again on second down. Willis targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers, and a first down here. To the air on first down, here's Willis. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. That's a corner that got in there for the sack. Dante Jackson. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that, but that would have been a big play. But he could not pull it in. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's got a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that. On the second one, he wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Willis on 1st and 10. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The shotgun snap to Willis. There's another one complete to Chenault. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest?
Touchdown! A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw is Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they're running a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They go play action with Willis. Out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. 3rd down, it's Willis. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Trying for it on 4th down. Here's Willis. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Barr. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 93 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Play action now. Prescott rolling to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down. Stopped at the Panthers' 40-yard line. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And that is no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. On 2nd and 1, Willis. And that is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 3rd down, they're going to... And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. The 20. Fighting his way through contact. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Ready, kick!
They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best...
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Cowboys. Christian McCaffrey, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Carolina offense about ready to go. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination.
First down there, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there. I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the Cowboys are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll throw again. Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. A 1st down throw for Prescott. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Yeah, a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. 2nd and 5 now. Willis being chased out left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Now Willis on 4th down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jenkins. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. That's Brown. Touchdown, Carolina. 2 yards on the touchdown there. York now for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's Hollywood, Marquise Brown, who finishes it off with the touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. And, Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily, when you set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
I guess, and he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it? To try again after the sack. Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Prescott now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. 2nd time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember the offense. Willis takes a hit and the ball is free. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys.
Holding. Defense.
So they obviously decline that, and it is a touchdown.
They still have the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Lutz with the extra point, and they're within 7 now at 28-21.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And they'll accept that penalty. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. It may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Connection made with Chenault. They're going to hurry back to the line now. From the 41, Willis. Throw left side complete. That's Jenkins. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Willis now off play action. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Willis, 3rd and long. Over the middle, complete. It's Jenkins. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Free kick out of bounds.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Prescott's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. He finds his man complete. It's Schultz. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And again, it's Prescott. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. And the Cowboys are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now Prescott. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Lutz now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Malik Willis gets set to lead this offense once again. And it was somewhat of a strange first half. He threw 3 interceptions, yet you look at the scoreboard, they've got the lead.
So you know what I think he did at the half? He stood up in front of the team, especially in front of the defense, and said, thank you. Appreciate what you've done. You guys have picked me up in a big way. And guess what? I'm going to get back to being who I am, which is pretty darn good. Let's go play the second half.
Play fake. Here's Willis. And his throw here's incomplete. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Willis. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Micah Parsons able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Here's the Panthers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Prescott looks to throw on first. He finds his man complete. That's Schultz. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. They run with McCaffrey off the option. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Man, 188 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Prescott on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ferguson. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. First down, Prescott. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On the left side, Gallup's got it. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. 2nd down, ball on the 3. 1st down marker at the 1-yard line. To the air again, Prescott. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They've been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Curtis Samuel, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have got it back to within a score. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. After after the touchdown. Lutz to kick it off. Take it in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well. The drive will start with an option going left. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. On 2nd and 11 now. Willis. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Play action, Willis. They'll roll him out right. He finds his man complete. That's Jenkins. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, Willis. That's going to be caught. It's Chenault. And he's brought down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. The slot man in motion right. First and 10, Willis. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Micah Parsons able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Willis with another keeper. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
Well, a lot of the runners kind of know. But I'll guarantee you someone has sent word into the offensive line that he's got a chance to get over 200 on this drive. That should give them a little extra motivation because they love it when backs break that barrier.
Absolutely. Let's see if he can do it. To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. 1st down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy on the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. McCaffrey running up the middle. Boy, 199 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. He finds his man complete. It's Schultz. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold or did they wake the quarterback? Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so they're going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
At the 12-yard line.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. On 2nd and goal, Prescott. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Christian McCaffrey punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. And the Panthers coming out now. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Willis with another keeper. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. He'll pick up 7 there on the 1st down keeper. Working with a 2nd and 3. Now here's the option play going left. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Holding. Offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. Third down, it's Willis. Able to complete this to Chenault. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. A potential field goal, if you're thinking about that, almost 55 yards from here as they try to get closer on third down. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Head the street! Head the street! Go, Reed! Go!
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he will score! Touchdown, Panthers! Hollywood, Marquise Brown, his second touchdown of the night. And the Panthers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. The York on now for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Prescott from the gun. Incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
On third down, it's Prescott. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete.
I think we're both wondering
if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
This is taken at the 15. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 3rd down, it's Willis. Over the middle, he's got Chenault. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down, right around the 18-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand down.
And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. He's got a man complete. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Towards the end zone for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So line of scrimmage still to 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's Willis. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Now the defense will burn their 3rd timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's Willis. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Chauncey Golston able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Willis to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way and worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Willis back to throw here. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Willis to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Willis, 4th down here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. Here's Dak. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. He talked about celebrating.